Whoa! That looks like it hurt. Cliff riddle number 1. Detective Smoots arrived on the scene and discovered that a man had jumped off the cliff. But after noticing signs of a struggle near the cliff's edge, Detective Smoots began to suspect murder. This cliff should have a fence around it. There's a sheer drop to a raging river half a mile below. Anyway, I saw 3 people lounging around here. I should probably have a word with each of them. The detective found a man named Luciano, a woman named Heather, and an odd figure named Vladimir. Luciano's story. I was making spaghetti and I thought I saw someone too close to the cliff, so I came out to take a look. Heather's story. I was working on my tan and I saw this guy near the cliff and thought, maybe he's getting good sun. Vladimir's story. I was trying to find some newts when I heard something splash into the river below the cliff. Pasta tanning and newt searching. Interesting activities, but one of them is just to cover. 2 of you are free to go about your business, but one of you needs to come down to the station. Which one of the suspects was fibbing to Detective Smoots and murdered that man? The answer will appear in 3 seconds. If you need more time, pause the video. 3, 2, 1. Perhaps Luciano was boiling noodles, and Heather may have been getting photokeratitis from the sun. But Vladimir didn't hear anything splash into the water far beneath the cliff. The river is half a mile beneath the cliff, and the water is swiftly moving. Vlad would not have been able to hear a splash. I suppose this means the newts will get a break. Cliff riddle number 2. You're standing on the edge of a cliff in the dead of winter. Jumping off the cliff is a bad idea. You must choose one of 3 companions that will block your path to safety. Companion number 1. A pack of hostile bumblebees and you're allergic to bee stings. Companion number 2. A northern tiger that is slowly stalking you and looks ready to pounce. Companion number 3. A white polar bear that seems more interested in your company than you'd like. Which companion gives you the best chance of surviving long enough to safely get off the cliff? The bees, the tiger, or the polar bear? The answer will appear in 3 seconds. If you need more time, pause the video. 3, 2, 1. The bees would sting you to death, and either the tiger or the bear would turn you into a tasty meal. If the polar bear had been a brown bear, you'd be in luck because it would be hibernating. Fortunately, bumblebees also hibernate. Pick the bees and you have a bunch of sleeping companions. Cliff riddle number 3. 2 men are situated in a precarious position on the edge of a cliff. One man is holding a sword and kneeling on the end of a plank that is hanging over the cliff's edge. The other man is lying down on the edge of the cliff and is keeping the plank level with his foot. Which man will survive this situation? The answer will appear in 3 seconds. If you need more time, pause the video. 3, 2, 1. If the man lying on the cliff just stays there, eventually the man with the sword will attack. If that man takes his foot off the plank, the man with the sword will fall to his death. Now, let's consider the man on the plank. If he waits for the man lying down, he will ultimately fall when the man removes his foot from the plank. But if he attacks, he has a chance of getting back on the cliff before the other man moves. So in each case, each man is better off if they make the first move. Since the man with the sword now knows that the man on the cliff will move his foot, the man with the sword should use his sword to press down on the plank, create leverage, and jump towards the cliff as soon as the other man moves his foot. If done correctly, the man with the sword should land safely on the cliff. Now the man lying down had better get up and run quickly if he wants to survive. If this is your first time visiting, please click the subscribe button below, and also be sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.